Hi, I'm Temley Goner.
My name is Ari Vidani.
My name's Gigi.
My name is Ian Forsberg.
I'm Sophia Lakota.
I don't care if people die.
Tell me about your opinions on Roe v. Wade being overturned.
My opinion.
I can see how it could be like a little complicated for many people.
Well, like, of course it sucks, right?
I personally support Roe v. Wade being overturned because, all embryos deserve a chance to become a baby.
It doesn't really seem like there's much validity in science behind saying that you're killing a child when you're getting an abortion.
Truthfully, I just don't understand it. Pro-choice doesn't mean you're gonna have an abortion. It means you have the choice to.
As someone, who does vote conservative, I haven't sided with conservatives on that topic.
If it impacts the woman's health, / if the child will grow up to be in an orphanage or in poverty or just have a bad life situation, I think there are externalities that you need to factor in.
I think if a woman wants to get one, she'll probably still get one, just not as safely.
Abortion is polarizing.
I'm pro-choice, wholeheartedly, but I also understand completely where people are coming from when they aren't, or they're pro-life.
People who are pro-life, it's a lot of faith-based, not really science-based.
I feel like my Catholic upbringing has a lot to do with it.
I understand the argument that you're taking a life. I don't agree with that, but get why people are passionate about it.
It doesn't make sense if they're pro-life. They care about this unborn child, but then when the child's born, if it happens to be a race that they don't like, or financially lower class, or just any sort of minority or disabled, then they don't care at all.
Can you tell me about Roe v. Wade itself as a case?
No.
Not really familiar with it.
Well,
Nope.
If Roe v. Wade is overturned, then it's gonna go down to the states.
The Supreme Court is overturning the right for women to have an abortion.
I can't really give you details, I'm gonna be honest.
So this is actually a very common answer. Most people I've spoken to don't know anything about the case. Why do you think that is?
The lack of informity and education just comes from the lack of people caring for one another.
As we're kind of conditioned to think now this is just a right that we have.
It affects our age group the most, but at the end of the day, I'm not super worried because selfishly, I'm from California. I go to school in Berkeley.
Because I just grew up in a world where it was we already have Roe v. Wade. We already have, especially in California, the freedom of choice.
It stops women from having abortion, but it more just stops poor women from having abortions, because if you're wealthy in this society, you can get whatever you want.
I think it's important to care, but I have very little faith that we will make a difference. We're not deciding anything, and the people who are don't give a fuck about us.
It's important for everybody to be educated on, and I guess especially young people, just because I don't know, for a decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, something that's going to have such a large impact that everyone should have an equal response to.
Also, it's just people's rights that are being taken away, and I think every person should be deserves equal rights, so everyone should be educated on that.
Now we need to know what exactly happened, because it's getting taken away from us, and I wish I knew more.
Yeah, it's important, but I don't know what we're gonna do.